Good day and happy end of dry January for anybody who was participating. I learned many things along the way. Also, props to anybody who doesn't drink. Respect. If you would like to listen to a 42-year-old grown adult talk about plans for the next 2 years and a bunch of other things, thoughts, notes, droning on for 10 minutes, you've come to the right place. So again, thank you to everybody who watched videos, anybody who's bought wheels, bought skates, made projects, supported the Patreon, anybody who's went skating or thought about skating. That was a good year. Like, lots of good stuff being made, lots of awesome products. I would say inline skating, rollerblading skating is in a very good place, whatever you want to call it. Very good place. Part of the reason I want to make this video and just point out some things. So coming up for 2025, and I mean 2026, I wasn't expecting so many hashtag products to be coming out. But so the standard V2, this is stuff that I'll be doing for the Patreon. But there's also other stuff I'm going to be talking about here. Standard V2, which, breakthrough moment, I've been skating mediums. I'm a large. Do you want to know that the large standard shell is shorter than the medium them shell? We're not going to get into skate sizing, but what a labyrinth. Oh, just what a breakthrough. I would not have expected the large standard shell to be shorter than the medium them 909 shell. So I've been in something that's too small. And if you want to really get into it very briefly, the Mesmer 910, which used to be the 8.9, is longer than the medium standard. Crazy. Upsizing and regular sizing is going to be the new downsizing for the rest of my life and for whoever else wants to be comfortable. So we got the standard V2, medium, and then I got to get a large now. We got the Wizard base coming up. I ordered the Robbie Pitts Play Life skate. Very excited. I've never tried sways before. I have the Aeon 80 Salvia, which it won't be anything new for people, but this color is so nice if you have Aeon 80s. It's hard not to get this. This doesn't have the new flush cuff that the 60 Basic does. I was skeptical about this little lace loop, but it does lock the heel down. What a great looking skate. And I haven't tried this new buckle. Also, the 909 them 995 liner fills out this 43-44 shell. It's perfect. Around this cuff, there's so much room around the cuff. Anyways, you only have so much time. I gotta keep going here. The Mesmer Levy, I'm eventually gonna do. I said I mesmered out. I was watching all that old Mesmer footage. I gotta try it. I mean, unless there's something new announced for Winter Clash. Also, with enough peer pressure from YouTube comments and Patreon pressure, yes, I will be ordering the Icon ACT in 910. Props on the shell break there, that there's a 910. Also, for somebody who's super into skate innovation, I have to give props where it's due. There's a lot of things that are interesting to try on that skate, so I'm gonna try it. Said I wasn't. You people out there, you people, everybody who pushed it in that direction. Ben and I will be talking about this more on Skate Crisis 5. And the Them 901, I'm very interested in, but there's also a bunch of other stuff coming out. Crazy, I can't believe there's that many new things being launched in skating. It feels very alive from a product and video project perspective. Something that's important to remember as you watch this content dump. Why did I do the content dump? Well, I was thinking about it was the fires in Los Angeles. I'm in a zone where there's lots of wildfires, and my house could just burn down. And I thought about if content wasn't behind this wall, like the Patreon will still be happening, but if there's just a whole bunch of videos out, including the old ones, that the more rollerblading content out there, the better. So I just thought, you know, if my house burned down, at least there's a whole bunch of rollerblading videos out there that we made, or nerdy tech videos. I don't know. That's why I put it out. It was the fires. It was just making me reflect on that. Anyways, I don't want to get side-trailed again. Something that's really important to remember is I consider myself a below average skater with very specific skate preferences. So if you're not interested in that, you don't have to watch any of this. I'm also not a skate engineer or a designer. I just really go on what feels good. And I've been skating for, wow, 3 decades now. So I just know what I don't like, I like and don't like. And I love trying stuff. If you're not into 40-year-olds skating the same spots, the same yellow curb and the park, droning on about skate tech, this might not be the place for you. But the exciting part is there's all different channels. More people should start channels, which I'll talk about. But if people don't want to see the yellow curb or the park, I live in a town with 90,000 people. If you only have an hour to skate, you want to skate places where you're not going to be kicked out. And there's something magical about just that yellow curb. I really hope they don't tear it out one day. The pavement's just getting worse and worse, but I've tried looking for other little curbs. It's the perfect spot. It's secluded, it's quiet, it's closed on the weekends. It's magical. Maybe we'll put like a mushroom blading plaque by the stair set there. Just for us, for our own ceremonial purposes. Someone might eventually take it down. Something that's important to remind people of, especially if you don't like the channels that's out there or the reviews or the content, you can just make stuff and put it up. You don't even have to buy your current skates. You could just make a video talking about them. Not everybody likes to do that, but that's the thing you can do. You can start a channel, and it's more fun to get over that hump mentally and just try it than not do it at all. You should definitely do the thing if you're thinking of doing that thing. Do it, because the only reason this YouTube channel exists is in film school I had a TV production teacher who came in one day who was just hyped about this thing called YouTube. That was 2006 or 2007. This channel's been on YouTube for almost the beginning of YouTube. 18 years, 17 years. Look at what our oldest upload is. I think it's like 18 years. Insane. And the way it's evolved, that YouTube is like endless bonus features for a DVD. It's just, YouTube is just one infinite bonus feature. So it can be anything you want. It can also house very intricate, artistic, creative, full-length projects or parts as well. What a great place. I do this because I love doing it. This is just part of who I am, what I like to do. There's footage that I need to find on an old tape. We're at Dairy Queen. I'm like 13 or 14. I don't know who was filming. We have slushies. I have a Scribe shirt on, and I'm talking about the Kryptonics Canada marketing in a small zine called Asphalt in Canada. And I said, because I think it was like somebody with pads and a helmet doing a soul grind, and I'm saying in my dorky little voice, I'm like, if they had somebody in like army pants fish braining the lower part, no, it's got to be more high pitched. If they had like somebody in army pants fish braining the lower part of a rail, then I'd want to buy the wheels. I'm talking about Kryptonics marketing in a Canadian rollerblading magazine to my friends. I don't even know if they wanted to hear it, or if they cared, or if they thought about those things, which is why I do things like this now. And I was always somebody who was trying my friend's skates, trying different skates. I can't turn it off. This is just who I am. I'm also not gonna like every skate, and it's not an attack on the people that work for the company. I just have to be honest of what I like and don't like. Even some days it could come down to if you're grumpy and the weather's bad, but I try and go back and try things again. Or if people think that I'm missing something, I will listen and go back and try products. I don't have the money to try every single thing that gets created, but I like trying stuff. That's why I do this, is like, I'm not gonna tell my wife that I think I'm a large omni shell and excitedly be, did you know that the large omni shell is shorter than the medium them shell? I can't tell anybody at my workplace that. Todd doesn't care as much about that stuff. He does get walls of text from me once in a while, and he entertains it. But he doesn't really have that side either. He's very smart about skating one thing for longer and sticking to it, which is a lesson that I know deep down, but I can't turn off trying things, talking about stuff. This is just who I am. So that's why I do this. I love it, and I can't turn it off. Lastly, before I go, something that I've been reflecting on. You think about almost every company that makes stuff right now. Julio behind them. Leon behind Wizard. Lawrence behind Standard. Tom Heiser behind Rollerblade. Clark behind Faction. Durand behind T-Neck. Even Razors, there's Jeff Akers, and there's Andy who's stuck it through at least. He could have closed that company at any point. There's Matthias and Eugen behind Powerslide. There's Billy behind Mesmer. Even companies that I say I'm not really interested in. The guy behind Echo that designed its skates. Behind Flying Eagle, there's Ricardo Lino and Kenneth, who designed the Aeon and worked for Undercover. Behind FR is Sebastian. And then there's people that I remember from the BMAG board days. There's Justin Thursday designing frames and sole plates. I remember Cody Sanders posting. He's doing Jumbo. I remember Ben Sanders' name even, who did the iRoller boot stuff. Lots of people who have YouTube channels used to post on BMAG. Who am I forgetting? We got Ben, who we do Skate Crisis with. He's doing Skateability right now. I can't think of every single company right now, but pretty much every company you think of, there's somebody or a project. It's all because people just really want to do it and like to do it, which is amazing. There's no private equity firm or board of directors behind any of these things as far as I know. Maybe Roches, maybe Rollerblade, Seba, I'm not sure. K2 for sure does have like private equity, and it's more about the numbers. But I just wanted to say, I can't list everybody, but even like Michael Kraft, when you think of, we were just excited people posting skating and making videos, and everybody's now involved in this thing. So I do consider that if I review something negatively or do anything satirical, but it just makes this thing more fun. And I want to thank everybody who makes stuff and contributes to this thing. And I apologize in the future if I'm not going to like a skate, but I can't, or a frame or a wheel or something, I can't turn it off. We need all kinds of opinions, all kinds of channels, all kinds of videos, all kinds of skating, all kinds of products. Did I say products? Anyway, so I just wanted to say all that. I really want to go to Blading Cup this year. It's on Halloween. I'm going to try and go to Winter Clash. I think the following year I'm going to try if I can. Not sure though. And I guess we'll start. We have a bunch of projects planned for wheels and videos. MB9. We're not going to force anything. But also, we're all getting older. Race against the clock. It's hard to balance wanting to do lots of projects and things, but also wanting to chill and soul skate for fun, not for content, and see what pops into your brain. So there'll be a little bit of that. I think a balance of those two things over the next 4 or 5 years. Oh, the other reason I did the content assault, so apologies if that was way too much. I think it was like 60 videos. Just the world is getting more complicated, so why not just put a bunch more stuff out? I hope other people do. Like, I know I consume lots of stuff, so thank you to everybody who consumes, supports, represents. For skating, rollerblading, inline skating, it's going to be a great, great few years, and longer probably. Did I say keep skating or something? Probably.